And then thinking that I was even considering for a second on giving 2K another $50 on another build. And I was just this close, despite me saying I ain't never giving 2K no more money. Not this 2K at least. Everybody feels down and confused and the energy is so low while we're out there in the rec center. Protect your peace. Protect your happiness. Keep having fun. You don't get next gen to be stressed. You don't get next gen to have a low amount of energy. Next gen gaming is supposed to be wowing us. Probably the reasons why, because when I went on to live stream, I had no intention of deleting the app. Hey, what's up, YouTube? You already know I'm AllCity with AllCityLiveTV.com, and thank you for tuning in. Listen, man, I'm finally done. It's over. No more, no mas. I am not finna get back on NBA 2K21 for the next gen, and it is removed from my system. I feel a sense of relief, somewhat joyful that this joint is gone from my system and I no longer have to commit to playing NBA 2K21 on next gen. A lot of people asked me, because I did it on live stream about 2 days ago, and a lot of people asked me, hey, what was the final straw? Why'd you delete it? What's going on? It's just that even on a W, you feel like you're taking an L. And what game out there that allows you a W makes you feel like you're taking a loss in more ways than one? As far as your mental, like just maintaining your sanity, protecting your emotions, protecting your peace. Shout out to the homie 20 clip. Gotta protect your peace out there, man. Gaming is supposed to be fun. And, you know, my answer to a lot of people who came into the live stream when they asked, why did you delete NBA 2K21 on next gen? I said, I just was not having fun. Let me pull up my Elgato and let's go into some of the highlight clips, because I gotta say, man, there's been like some real good moments. We made Shakedown's top 10 this year. Shout out to the homie Mills. He made it twice this year. 20 clip, Vegeta. We got a gang of people that made it onto Shakedown. I don't know if I'm missing somebody. I feel like I'm missing somebody, but we got a gang of people that made it on to Shakedown's top 10. Because we were going crazy. Those are the highlights in the background, at least some of the highlights that we've had on NBA 2K21 for next gen. But it was a matter of I'm gonna lead you guys down like my path toward deleting the app, because I've tried creating so many builds. It was ridiculous. You can go check out my last video where I showcased the builds that I had made. Some of the most fun builds were the offensive oriented 4, the OOF build, and also the playmaking 3-level scorer. You know, if you wanted to make a good build for NBA 2K21 on next gen, those are two really good builds, but you need to be able to shoot and finish. But the playmaking 3-level scorer can do it all: shoot, finish, drive, dribble, everything. And this is what kind of sort of led me toward the path of deleting the app. I'm gonna lead you down the particular day 2 days ago where I deleted NBA 2K21 on next gen, and probably the reasons why, because when I went on to live stream, I had no intention of deleting the app. I didn't know I was gonna delete it. I just was fed up on the live stream, and it ain't like anything in particular happened. It was just done and over with. It was one of those things where enough was enough. And I'm gonna lead you toward, like, I'm gonna talk about everything that happened that day. Earlier in the day, I decided, hey, let me see if I could create a guard build, because I made a video about guards at 6'5" versus power forwards, and how the quick first step badge may be ruining these 6'5" guards. And everyone knows that in 2K20, the two-way slashing playmaker at 6'5" was absolutely amazing. So I wanted to see if I can recreate something along those lines. And I know that quick first step is not an option for a 6'5" guard, which is extremely unfortunate how a 6'7" power forward could get quick first step on Hall of Fame, but a 6'5" guard cannot get quick first step on Hall of Fame, which makes absolutely no sense. And then I was considering NBA 2K2's video talking about speed with ball, and how a guard build with a 95 speed could have the same speed as a 6'7" power forward is just absolutely mind-boggling to me. How is that even? When you have the ball in your hand, you move at the same pace as a 6'7" power forward. Makes absolutely no sense. But you will move faster as soon as the ball is out of your hands. You'll get like a ton of steps ahead if you're racing. Imagine, like he showed, NBA 2K2 showed a side-by-side type of thing where he showed the 6'5" moving and then the 6'7", or at least a guard and a power forward moving across the screen. It showed the speed difference without the ball, but as soon as you put the ball in the hand, you're moving at the same pace. So I was trying to create this guard build, and when as you guys know, if you've been in the player builder, don't get me wrong, I love this year's player builder. NBA 2K21 on next gen's player builder allows room for a lot of creativity. It's the limitations that the devs put on this creativity, breaking particular builds, not allowing them to be as dominant as they should, or at least compete as they should for a lot of these builds. So when you go into the guard build and you start putting up those attributes, you're like, what in the world? Why do I need to sacrifice finishing or shooting or play? There's something that you have to sacrifice tremendously. And I wouldn't mind so much if every build was this way. But or every position for that matter. But when you go into the power forward position, and then you see that you can get finishing, you can get shooting, you can get playmaking, you can get ton of defense and max out your attributes, that's when you're like, what is wrong with this game? How come a 6'7" power forward could do everything that a guard can do and still be able to play interior defense, block, rebound, and all this additional stuff? It absolutely makes no sense. So I was looking for this guard build and I couldn't find it. I was trying my best, and I know some people got some good guard builds out there. This is not what the video is about. I'm just saying it was too difficult to create a guard build that can compete very similar to my 6'7s out there, or my 6'8 playmaking 3-level scorer. It was very difficult, and I'm not talking about badges per se. I'm more so thinking in reference to attribute points. I wasn't so much, when I was trying to make this guard build, I wasn't so concerned with badge points, although I wanted to have a decent amount of shooting badge points. I was more so concerned with getting the attributes where I needed to have them. And I wanted to play perimeter defense on this smaller build because your speed makes up a huge difference from other builds. There's a lot of people running 6'7s, and if you could run a 6'5 or a 6'4 with a high amount of speed, then you'll be, because off ball there's a huge difference in speed from a 6'4, 6'5 to a 6'7. But as soon as that ball gets in your hand, you're moving at the same pace, which is extremely unfortunate. So I figured if you're gonna make a smaller build, you might have to up that perimeter defense and your steal attribute, because you're gonna be moving a lot faster out there. So this was my thought process going into making this guard build, and then I'm trying to allocate these attributes, and it was just like unreal. Like, it's just, it's out of your hands when you done made so many power forward builds and you feel like you have freedom to create a build that could suit your playing style. And then you go into the guard build because you just, you want to make a guard out there, and you can't do it. You can't, you're going to put yourself at a disadvantage. It just feels like you're putting yourself at a disadvantage by sacrificing one attribute over the other, knowing that you can get those same attributes if you just move up to the power forward position. So, that was one factor. And then thinking that I was even considering for a second on giving 2K another $50 on another build. If they would have allowed me a guard build, that could have a decent amount of attributes for each category and my physicals, then I would have dropped another $50 on the game. And I was just this close, despite me saying I ain't never giving 2K no more money, not this 2K at least. Despite me saying that, I was still about to give them some more money. So I didn't make the build because it didn't seem like a viable option. And I ended up considering going live. And I go live, I let everybody know in our Discord community, hey, I'm going live. If you guys would like to join our Discord, the link for Discord is going to be in the description below. And it's also going to be the top pinned comment. We'd love to have you join our great community of non-toxicity, only positive vibes. But anyway, I was so close to giving them money, and I said, hey, I'm not doing it. So I decided to go live. I let everybody know in the community I'm going live. During a live stream, I tried to go for 2 hours. I try to play the game for at least 2 hours, and depending on how enjoyable my experiences, my experience on live stream is, it'll determine how long I actually stay live. But all too often over the last few weeks, if not months, I'm looking at the clock, just counting down the minutes till I hit 2 hours on live stream playing NBA 2K21. Everybody feels down and confused, and the energy is so low while we're out there in the rec center, because you're scratching your head. You're either playing against AIs a good majority of the time, and not to mention another factor here was I was shooting lights out, nothing but greens with players that had 0 badges. After the most recent patch, I could not hit a shot, changing up my jump shot, hitting the lab, trying to figure it out, what's going on with the jump shot. Nothing is hitting. I went from 70 to 80% to then shooting 1 for 9, 1 for 8. I said, oh, hell nah. This is not going down. I am not finna be driven crazy by a broken game. By a game that's ever so changing and hard to figure out and hard to lock in. And as soon as you lock it in, they change things up on you. It is not going down. Protect your peace. Protect your happiness. Keep having fun. You don't get next gen to be stressed. You don't get next gen to have a low amount of energy. Next gen gaming is supposed to be wowing us. That's how we're supposed to feel when we turn on a next generation console. We're supposed to be like, wow. And that's not happening. And because that's not happening, and we understand entertainment is subjective, I get it. You know, there's some people that may be having fun. They might be having a ton of fun on next gen. But I'm not having fun. And if I'm not having fun, then I'm finna move on. And that's exactly what we did. We ended up going over to current gen, NBA 2K21. And I'm sure you guys want to know what's the differences between, or at least what I considered the differences between 21 on current gen and 21 on next gen. And immediately, as soon as I got on current gen, I noticed the tremendous difference in defense. Oh my God. It was like my homie Don Dada said, it was like putting it on fast forward. You feel like you can move again. You feel like if you go back on current gen, it just feels like, I've been playing next gen for so long, I never even noticed it, but it feels like you're absolutely free again. Now there's a lot of things that you got to contend with, like Zens and just goofy plays sometimes. But as far as movement mechanics and defense, oh my God, current gen is night and day from next gen. Night and day. There's not even no comparison. The movement on current gen is way better than next gen movement. You still got to deal with the speed boost glitch. But I got to tell you, man, half of those things is just like there's no comparison to what I'm experiencing on next gen. And I will take it. We went on current gen yesterday. If you guys would like to come on out and join us, we would love to have you on live stream. The live stream was absolutely lit yesterday, and we had a ton of fun. I almost didn't want to get off the game. And that's what I remember 2K being about. Spending hours on end, and not even noticing the time pass, just because you're enjoying yourself so much. That's what 2K used to feel like. And I'm not saying that it's gonna last forever. Who knows? Maybe I'll get frustrated with current gen as well, but I probably enjoyed it more because it was so different from next gen. And I felt so frustrated and so like done with next gen that it just felt good to play basketball again. I hope you guys found this video helpful and or informative, and if you did, please consider dropping a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, as we intend to have a ton of next gen content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.